What up, YouTube? Nate here. Merry Christmas. I'm shooting this on Christmas Day, but it's due to come out on the 26th of December 2016. Boxing Day up here in Canada. Big shopping day. But like I said, I wanted to shoot videos for you guys over the winter Christmas break. You're probably on from school or from work or whatever. And today, for today's video blog, today's topic, YouTubers in the retro gaming community I wish would come back. There have been a couple since I've started with Lester on YouTube that we used to follow like religiously, and for whatever reason they kind of just faded away from YouTube, and I kind of miss them, to be honest with you. So I thought I would share that as I am bagging some of the comics I've picked up from the thrift store. Look at this, 50 cents. Oh, this was a quarter because it didn't come in a bag. I think this is a third printing of the original Turtles, issue number 2. I know I said I wouldn't do pickup videos as much in the new year, but I'm still thinking about it. Didn't say I was killing it, like, for real, but I don't know, some things just changed with me, and I want to do different things. And one of the thoughts that was running through my head was, do I have to let go of doing pickup videos in order to grow, whatever that may mean, in terms of making YouTube content? Here's another issue, 25 cents. Donatello, a standalone one issue series. If you haven't read, I just finished reading this actually, and there's a character in this named Kirby who's like, I think, the caretaker of April O'Neil's apartment, and Kirby was a throwback reference to somebody who inspired Laird and Eastman, Jack Kirby. So the character in this issue, his name is Kirby. Little tidbit for you. I don't know what these are worth, but I buy comics like this just because I really do enjoy reading them. And they're a quarter, like, well, whatever. Anyways, YouTubers that went away that I want to see come back. A couple of them on my list I didn't realize came back, so I'm going to start with those guys first. Michael B. the Game Genie disappeared for a while, but, you know, he was in his lamp making some little genies. He came back about 2 months ago, actually. Did some really wicked reviews on some horror movies that I like. He did one on Pumpkinhead, which for me was like a movie that I really enjoyed, and not a lot of people knew about it. I was going to do a review on it, but Michael B. the Game Genie did one ahead of me, so just kidding. Congratulations. He's back. Check out his channel if you don't know who he is. Everyone I mentioned today will be linked in the description below. Maybe you guys want to go comment on their videos from the past and say, hey, Thrift Builder wants you to come back. But Michael B. the Game Genie, one of the original Canadian retro video game YouTubers when I started years and years ago. He got onto the Gamester 81 like website thing that he was doing, and needless to say, he surpassed us in subscribers because he was shooting for the moon, baby. Congratulations to you again, Michael B. the Game Genie. Merry Christmas. Dark Knight Gothic. Actually, when I was a kid, Legends of the Dark Knight, sorry, I had like issue 2 and 4 of this 5-part series, and I was like, yeah, might as well pick up the last one, see what happened. Very uninspired story in this one. Another YouTuber that I thought went away but actually came back as well. His name is Jeremy. Call him Kuya Jeremy because he's Pinoy like me. Actually, he's half Filipino. But that dude collects everything. And if you haven't checked him out before, I strongly recommend you check out his channel. Records, comic books, like slabbed comic books, action figures, statues. He actually had a baby as well. And I think that was part of the reason he took off from YouTube, like Michael B. the Game Genie. But he's been back making videos now for about a couple months. But check out his stuff. Ridiculous, man. He has like a storage room of stuff, and he's pulling it out now for his kids. So he bought all these IKEA display cabinets, and I think he said that was the investment for his child in the future. So I showed it to my wife, and I was like, yo, honey, check it out. I should buy display cabinets and buy collectibles for our son too. It didn't work, Jeremy. God dang it. But yeah, check out his channel. He's really into Iron Maiden. Filipino like an Iron Maiden. He sounds like Lester. One person that is gone, and when I first started on YouTube, I conversed with a lot. Actually, I still converse with him privately right now in text. Sega Stoner, a homie. I stayed true to my homies, and he's a good guy, actually. Very nice gentleman, but, you know, he had some controversy, I guess, on the internet. But no, I used to like his videos. He was very intelligent. He did a podcast with Kid Shoryuken, Stoner and the Kid, I believe it was called. That was a really good podcast. It was like an hour long, and I actually listened to it fully. And they stopped doing that. But I really did miss those podcasts. I miss the Sega Stoner. Really nice guy. Very intelligent, especially with the Sega Dreamcast. Dude knew, like, that was my go-to guy. He still is my go-to guy. If I have a question for a Dreamcast, I go to him. He really liked the game Shenmue. Issue number 1 for V for Vendetta. Comic book. The movie was great, and it inspired me to, I didn't actually go looking for the comics, but when I saw this, I was like, I like the movie. I might as well get the comic as well. V for Vendetta. 25 cents for a majority of these comics. It's funny because one of the most popular Batman villains of all time, this is Batman Adventures. Like, when I was a kid, these comics were still new. So shows you how old I am. But these comics were based on the television cartoon show from Warner Brothers. Really good cartoon show that our buddy Noah really highly recommends to everybody out there. And he was not even born yet. He wasn't even conceived when that show came out. And he knows more about it than I do. But little tidbit, one of the most popular villains in the DC universe, I think, came from that show. So she doesn't really have a comic book origin. But they did do one, and it was in a Batman Adventures, Harley Quinn. But yeah, like I said, when I was a kid, these comics came out. I actually really enjoyed these Batman Adventure comics. $1 I picked this one up for, and I haven't read it yet. But these are, people kind of rag on me because I get almost child comics. I like to read Mega Man and Sonic comics. There's not a lot of thinking that goes on when you read it, but it's just a nice way to pass the time. And I read it. One of my goals for 2017 is to read more. So, like, if you talk to Ian's not an author. That's what it says on his Twitter, but he reads a lot. And it inspired me over the past year to read. I didn't read as much as like he did, but I have picked up my game. I've read maybe 4 novels this year. Knowledge. Lifetime learning makes you a fortune. Tai Lopez, you smart son of a... There's like a whole video series about the Tai Lopez conspiracy. Check that out. Very interesting. I'm not claiming to love Tai Lopez. Don't hate Tai Lopez. I don't know the guy. But knowledge. Sells a lot of books. He reads a book a day. You remember him? He did the ads for a while there on YouTube. Tons of them everywhere. Knowledge. Knowledge. Just here in my basement, looking at my Ferrari. Funeral Pyre. Venom comic. Co-starring the Punisher. Again, another comic issue, or another comic series I did read like the last 2 issues. So this is issue number 1. Back when hologram meant collector's item, right? Look at this in the back. I could have used this. Be a Zit Fighter. Get your own X-Men collector's comic. Had a lot of zits as a kid, man. I had acne everywhere on my face, partly because I was a football player. It actually took my auntie one Christmas to buy me Proactive. Like, for real, she bought me Proactive off the shopping network. And this was the old formula where you would apply it to your skin and it would, like, dry it super, super dry. And you go like this, like, and it would, like, crack your skin. Does anyone use old Proactive? There you go. Anyways, continue with the main topic of this video blog. YouTuber that went away, that came back. I said the Sega Stoner already. Burning Toys. I used to love that guy's videos. He was another, like, thrift dweller pretty much like us. Canadian as well. What up? But he left. I think he started putting up, like, retro Nintendo commercials or something like that. But I missed his pickup videos. I liked his weekly pickup videos. He was really into, like, import arcades and stuff like that. He was my go-to guy when I first started buying some arcades. That ended up being just broken. He's like, sorry to say, man. Dead giveaway, that tick, tick, tick on the screen. I need to replace that monitor on that arcade. I'm like, ah! He knew a lot about arcades. And check out his videos. Again, everyone is linked in the description below. Burning Toys, really enjoyable channel at the time. He used to beat his girlfriend all the time in Street Fighter and put it on camera. You think you're a big man, huh? Beat your girlfriend in Street Fighter, big man? Come over to Thrift Dwellerville. Anyways, Burning Toys coming back We miss you, man. And I got one more, but I'll show you the rest of the comics that I picked up. These ones, for some reason, at the thrift store I picked them up, were 50 cents a piece. And my wife is not a big comic reader, but back in the day, this was big news when Archie finally picked Betty or Veronica. And I started buying those comics for her, and I literally stopped at issue 5 because I was running out of money. I was a university student at the time. And hey, man, they got 6 and 7 at the thrift store that I went to. And actually, I think this is double. I picked up in case, but it's pretty crazy that I was able to complete these comics. So I have issues 1 to 7 now for the Archie comics. For my wife, of course, but I'll probably read them. No. Anyways, last YouTuber that I want to come back that is gone. This guy, you know, he's the 4th thrift dweller, the first guy who on YouTube believed in us, I guess you could say. But no, I followed his channel at least weekly. He had a top 3 Tuesday, and it was other people in the community would submit a video to him. And he would, like, a topic, your top 3, I don't know, hidden gems of all time. And I would submit the video to him. He would make a video about it, and the community would respond to it. Back when you could do video responses for all you youngins who probably don't know what that is. Or you would comment in the comments below of his channel, of that video, like your top 3 responses to that person's topic. ET1138, man, he was, like, picking up games from he had his thrift stores in his city on lock. He had one video where in one lunch hour, I visit 6 thrift stores. Like that. He found a lot of stuff too. He was into like these weird things too. Like, not weird, I shouldn't say weird. He was into like Atari and these lower, not as mainstream systems like I'm into, right? Everyone watching, thank you very much for watching. All the best in 2017. If I don't see you by then, I should be releasing another video before the New Year's, especially the top or the New Year's resolution video. Got to do that. So thank you for sticking with me while I bag my comic books. Pick up with the video. Turtles, original Turtles, way different than the cartoon. If y'all didn't know, but I'm pretty sure you're very intelligent people. You know that the comic books was a little bit darker than the TV show, so. I'm a fan of the Ninja Turtles. What's your favorite color of the Turtles? They were all red. Try to kill my father!